Embracing rejection. Stoic strategies for finding calm in the chaos. Welcome to the third episode of Calm in the Chaos, where we explore how Stoic philosophy can help in managing the challenges of ADHD. Today we'll focus on a particularly difficult experience: rejection. It's something that we all face at some point, but for those with ADHD, it can feel even more intense. We'll explore how Stoic principles can help us deal with rejection, manage the emotions it triggers, and ultimately keep our calm in the chaos. Part 1. Understanding rejection in the context of ADHD. Rejection, whether it's in a social, professional, or emotional context, can be painful for anyone. But for those with ADHD, this pain can often feel magnified. ADHD brings with it challenges in concentration, organization, and emotional regulation, making it harder to process feelings of rejection in a calm, controlled manner. People with ADHD are often more sensitive to external feedback. The impulsive nature of ADHD might lead to overreaction, which makes rejection harder to handle. There's also the added layer of feeling different, which can make the experience of rejection feel personal. In these moments, it's important to remember that rejection, while painful, is not something that defines us. With the right tools, such as the Stoic mindset, we can process and move through rejection in a healthier way. Part 2. Stoic philosophy and rejection. Stoicism, as a philosophy, teaches us how to maintain calm in the face of life's difficulties. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius believe that while we cannot control what happens to us, we do have control over how we respond to these events. There are several key Stoic principles that can help us manage rejection. Differentiating between what we can and cannot control. Stoics firmly believed that everything in life falls into two categories: what we can control and what we cannot. Others' reactions to us, whether it's rejection or judgment, fall into the category of things we cannot control. However, we have complete control over how we respond to these situations. Rejection is not a reflection of our worth, but rather something outside of our control. The key is not to react impulsively or emotionally, but to respond with calm and wisdom. Example: let's say you didn't get a job that you really wanted. The rejection can sting, but it's important to remember that you don't control the recruiter's decision. What you can control is how you respond, perhaps updating your resume, seeking feedback, or learning new skills for the next opportunity. Acceptance of reality. A core Stoic idea is the acceptance of reality as it is. What has already happened, and no amount of wishing it were different will change it. Accepting rejection doesn't mean resigning to sadness or defeat, but rather acknowledging that it's a part of life. By accepting the situation, we free ourselves from the emotional burden of fighting against something we cannot change. Example: if someone rejects you, whether in a relationship, a social setting, or a professional context, remind yourself that this does not speak to your value as a person. It is simply a part of life, a moment in time that does not define who you are. Using rejection as a lesson. For Stoics, failure and rejection were never seen as defeat. Instead, they viewed these experiences as opportunities for growth. Every difficult situation, including rejection, offers valuable lessons. By reflecting on what went wrong and what we can improve, we turn rejection into an opportunity to develop and strengthen our character. Example: if you didn't get into a social group or missed out on a promotion, instead of feeling defeated, reflect on what you can learn from the experience. Is there something you can do differently next time? Could you work on a new skill or approach the situation from a new angle? Building inner independence. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes from independence from the opinions of others. So often we base our self-worth on the judgments of others, but Stoicism encourages us to detach from this. Rejection is an opportunity to practice independence from external validation. It's about recognizing that your value does not depend on the approval of others. Example: instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough because I was rejected," a Stoic approach would be, "What can I learn from this? What can I do to grow from this experience?" This shift in perspective helps you regain your calm and your sense of self-worth, independent of others' opinions. Part 3. Stoic exercises for dealing with rejection. Meditating on past challenges. Regularnie przypominaj sobie, jakie są Twoje wartości i cele. To pomoże w podejmowaniu decyzji, które są w zgodzie z tym, kim chcesz być, a nie tylko z tym, co wydaje się pilne w danym momencie. Journaling your emotions. Marcus Aurelius kept a journal where he reflected on his thoughts and feelings. Similarly, you can journal about your experiences with rejection. Write down how you feel, but then take a step back and analyze those feelings. What do they teach you? By putting your emotions on paper, you gain perspective and calm, allowing you to separate yourself from the intensity of your initial reaction. Creating emotional distance. Another Stoic practice is to distance yourself emotionally from the situation. When you feel rejected, try to observe your emotions as if you're an outside observer. This allows you to detach from the initial sting of rejection and view the situation with clarity. Instead of identifying with the pain, you can simply acknowledge it and let it pass. Conclusion: rejection is a part of life, but it doesn't have to define us. With Stoic philosophy, we can learn to approach rejection with calm, resilience, and wisdom. By focusing on what we can control, our reactions, and accepting what we cannot, we build inner strength. Rejection, rather than being a source of defeat, becomes a tool for growth. Thank you for listening to this episode of Calm in the Chaos. I hope these Stoic principles help you manage rejection and find a deeper sense of calm in your life. Remember, rejection doesn't define your worth, and with a Stoic mindset, you can turn it into an opportunity for growth. If you found this episode helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more insights on managing ADHD and finding calm in the chaos. Stay tuned for future episodes. I'll see you in the next episode.